What is up, YouTube? This is Vault here, and today I've got you guys a Zombie Horde Structure Deck Reloaded opening, man, and I am so excited that this product finally came out. I'm so glad that they reloaded the zombie deck as well, because, you know, Zombie Red Eyes deck was like one of my favorite cards, and Zombie Red Eyes Black Dragon is just really cool. It's a really cool concept, and now we have our new support in this deck, in the Structure Deck Reloaded series. That's when they become extremely powerful and better than before, better than ever, up to date with the current meta, with new additional cards as well. And also, it's kind of weird how this product came out on November 1st, when it kind of should have came out like on October 31st of the Halloween night, which would have been awesome and perfect, you know, perfect timing. But, you know, not too bad. We still got a day after, so really close. So but it would have been an awesome Halloween opening. So let's just check out the back. So stock up on food and block all the entrances. The Zombie Horde is coming. Structure Deck Zombie Horde builds upon all the encompassing power of Zombie World Field Spell to create duels where zombies reign supreme. The scariest thing about a Zombie Horde is that its sole purpose is to make you join it. Yeah, like a zombie apocalypse, scary indeed. And I believe this deck is absolutely frightening to even go against. So, without further ado, let's open this scary deck up. Also, you guys comment down below on your favorite card that is part of this structure deck. So, we have our beginner's guide, basic stuff of teaching you how to play the game, and as well the play mat that we have right here. Really nice. I love the design of these two new monsters they came up with, and it's absolutely cool. I mean, look at that Necro Red Eyes Black Dragon. He is back from the undead to haunt you, as well as this new supporter card, which we will get to see later. And of course, quick tips. So for those who don't know what this deck is based on, it basically bases its plays mostly on Zombie World. This card right here, the Field Spell, which basically makes all monsters in the field zombie type. And yeah, that's basically what it mainly does, and then we'll get to see more as well. So I'm gonna put the playmat right here, and let's quickly get to this deck opening. And of course, a quick Duel Links ad. Don't forget to download the app, play the game. Awesome game, highly recommend it. Definitely one of the best games. Oh yes, and then we have Yusei right here. So, you know, the 5Ds synchro monsters have finally came out on the game, so which makes it even more exciting. I don't know, I haven't played the game for a while, but you know, you guys let me know if the game has become much more fun after introducing synchro. Okay, and also the back of the card, you know, very nice. Alright, so for our main monster of this deck, which is the synchro monster Red Eyes Zombie Necro Dragon. Level 7, 2400 attack, standard Red Eyes stats it has. And in order to summon it, synchro summon it, all you need is just one tuner and one non-tuner monster. Or more than one non-tuner monster. And this monster gains 100 attack and defense for each zombie monster on the field and in the graveyard. So that includes your own and as well the opponent's as well. And whenever another zombie monster is destroyed by battle, you can basically special summon one zombie monster from either graveyard to your field. And you can only use this effect once per turn. So a quick note on why this card is extremely good is when another zombie monster is destroyed by battle. So it doesn't have to be your zombie monsters. So if your opponent has a zombie type monster and you destroy it by battle, you can special summon another zombie monster from the graveyard. I think you can even special summon the destroyed one. I would believe so, but I'm not too sure. You guys might need to check the rulings, but that's really awesome because it combos really well with Zombie World, and that's why it's important for this deck. and I love that artwork. I love the blue flames. It's just so good. It's such an epic design, as well as, you know, black and all the red, a tiny small tint of like hints of red here and there, which is just really cool and epic. Man, I really wish they made more designs based on this kind of style, because that would be absolutely one of my favorite decks. And then we have Tatsunekro, so like a level 3 zombie type tuner of this deck, and its basically effect is that if this card is normal summon or set, and it is going to be used as a synchro material, you can basically use your one other synchro material from the hand for another monster. So again, if you were to summon Red Eye Zombie Neko Dragon, which is level 7, and you have Tatsuneko, which is level 3, so all you have to do is have a level 4 on your hand and use it as a synchro material. But however, if you do, all the synchro materials are banished instead of sent to the graveyard. And you cannot special summon other monsters except for zombie monsters, basically. And then we have the other main card of this deck, which is Doom King Balerdroch. I don't know how to pronounce his name accurately or properly, but this guy is level 8 and 2,800 attack with 2,000 defense. So his effect is basically when you have a field spell card on the field zone, and this card is in your graveyard during the standby phase, you can basically special summon him in defense position from the graveyard, which is really good. And it has a quick effect. Whenever another monster effects is activated except for its own, you can activate one of the following effects. You can negate that monster's effect, or you can banish one monster from the field or graveyard. And I believe, once again, this can be from your opponent's side of the field, or even your opponent's graveyard, if you're going to use the second part of the effect. However, you can only use this effect once per turn. And then for our other holo card, which is the Super, we got Neko World Banshee. So this card basically protects your zombie world, and as it says, zombie world on the field zone cannot be destroyed by card effects, and also you can't target it with card effects. And then it also has a quick effect. You can banish this card from your graveyard and activate one zombie world directly from your hand or deck. And you can only use this effect once per turn, so it's really good, you know. Really quick. Definitely play 3 copies of this. And then we have Glow Up Bloom, so basically the zombie version of Glow Up Bulb. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from the graveyard and add one level 5 or higher zombie type monster from your deck to your hand. And if a zombie world is on your field, you can basically special summon that card that you choose to add to your hand directly from the deck instead. And however, if you do that, you cannot special summon monsters during the rest of the turn except for zombie type monsters. And you can only use this effect once per turn. Alright, so now moving on the cards that are reprinted. After moving on going through our new cards, we have Kasha. And then we have Red Eye's Zombie Dragon. And then we have Malevolent Mech Goku N. And then we have Endless Decay, Paladin of the Cursed Dragon, Immortal Ruler, Zombie Master, Tristan, Knight of the Underworld, Mizuki, and Gozuki, which is really good. And we got Shuten Doji. And then we got Pyramid Turtle, Goblin Zombie. And then we got Isolde Belle of the Underworld. And we got Shiranui Solitaire. We got Uni Zombie. And we got Marionette Might. And then Beast of Pharaoh, Scapegoat. And moving on to our spells, we have Zombie Necronize. So this card is definitely new for this deck. And man, again, with the artwork, it's just absolutely amazing. You can see Red Eye's Zombie Neko Dragon just bursting in his blue flames, you know, ready to prepare to destroy and erupt anything that's surrounding it completely. So like a, wow, really cool. Love the blue flames that's scattering across. So if a level 5 or higher zombie type monster is on the field, you can basically target one monster your opponent controls and take control of it until the end phase. And during your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one banished zombie type monster back into your deck. And once you do, set this card onto your field and trap zone. But you have to banish this card when it leaves the field. So next time you activate it, or when this card is destroyed, when it's set, whatever, and it leaves the field, you have to banish it. And you can only use this effect once per turn, but still really good new spell card. And we got a quick play card, Zombie Power Struggle. And what it basically does, it's a quick quick play spell, so you can use it during either turn in the battle phase as well, and target one zombie monster on the field, and until end of the turn, that zombie monster you chose can gain 1,000 attack or lose 1,000 attack. So gain 1,000 attack makes total sense to give you with the advantage. With losing 1,000 attack is also really good because, again, once you play Zombie World, you can makes all your opponent's monsters zombie type. So you can target your opponent's zombie type monster and make it lose 1,000 attack, and it'll give you the advantage, and then you can basically destroy it by battle, and then pull off your combos from there. And during your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, similar to this card's effect, second part, Zombie Necronize, you can banish one, select one of your banished zombie type monsters, put it back in your deck and shuffle it, and then this card you can set it once again. And you can only use this effect again once per turn, which is really good. And then we have Zombie World, of course, the other heart and soul of this deck, you know, must run essential core card in this deck. So Zombie World, all monsters on the field and in graveyards become zombie type monsters. So that includes your opponent's side of the field, your side of the field, their graveyard, and your graveyard. And neither player can tribute summon monsters except zombie monsters. This is a really, really key essential secondary effect because it just completely shuts down all your opponent's tribute summon monsters from their hand, because on their hand they're still counted as their original types, so they're not zombies just yet. And if they were to tribute summon from their hand that is not a zombie type, they basically can't do it, I believe. But once again, check those rulings. I'm not quite sure, but I'm quite keen on this effect as well. And we've got Overpowering Eye, which we have before, Book of Life, also we had before, Call of the Mummy, and we've got Foolish Burial, and then Monster Gate, Drag Down into the Grave, Burial from a Different Dimension, Shared Ride. So this card is not seen that often, so I don't think many of us know this effect, so I'll just explain it to you guys as well, just for those who don't know. It's almost like a Max C in a way, but combined with searching. So for the rest of the turn, each time a card effect activates, that basically lets anyone add from their main deck or graveyard back to their hand a card from that and add it back to their hand, except by drawing them. You can then immediately draw one card. So basically, if someone activates Monster Reincarnation, your opponent activates Monster Reincarnation, they grab a card from their graveyard back to your hand, then you immediately basically draw a card. Or if they activated Elemental Hero Stratos' effect, where they searched a hero monster from their deck and from their main deck and added to their hand, you immediately draw a card. So really, really good for the current meta, I believe. Anyone that searches, gain resources, makes you allow to counter them. And then for a new trap, we have Return of the Zombies. So what this card does is banish one zombie monster on the field, then special summon one zombie monster from your graveyard of the player who controlled it. So if you banished your opponent's zombie monster, then you basically means you special summon one zombie monster from their graveyard. Actually, the wording here is kind of confusing. I'm not quite sure what this actually means. But however, if you guys know, comment down below, let me know, because I'm curious and interested. Maybe I have to wait for the rulings to come out to really understand, because I need someone else to explain this to me. It's kind of confusing. But yeah. But once you special summon that monster from the graveyard, it has to be in defense position. And if this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle, again, one zombie type monster that's in your banish pile into your deck, and then set this card, but banish it once this card leaves. And we've got Haunted Shrine. They had this in the OCG for a while, and really glad and happy that we got this for the TCG. So if you control no monsters, you can basically target one zombie type monster in your graveyard and special summon it. And if you control no, the second effect is, once again, if you control no monsters, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target one zombie type monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So, you know, you can set this card, and you activate it once, goes to the graveyard, and then once it's in the graveyard, you can activate it again. So it's like a double same effect, which is really nice. And we got Trap of the Imperial Tomb. This card didn't used to be as good, but now with the new supports, this card is really good. So whenever a zombie type monster is special summoned from your opponent's graveyard to the field, target 2 cards on the field and destroy them. So basically, if you activate Red Eye Zombie's Necro Dragon's effect by special summoning a monster from your opponent's graveyard to your side of the field, you can activate combo off of this card and destroy 2 cards on the field. And of course, Zombie World has to be on the field in order for it to, for this effect trigger. And we got Needlebug Nest, and then got Metaverse, and Anti-Spell Fragrance. And last but not least, we got Mask of Restrict. Really good. So overall, this deck is a really strong deck, and really nice, pretty decent reprints. But really nice support cards. So just before we end it off, let's quickly show you all the new support cards right here, and they look absolutely beautiful and really good to look at. I love the ultra rare and the super rare that comes with it, and we got 5 this time, so it's really good. I can't remember, do we usually get 5? But I think we usually get 3 or 4, but I think this is the most I've seen from what I can remember, and it's really nice. I really love it. I kind of wish Konami reprinted Red Eye's Zombie Dragon as a holographic, or like, as an even higher rarity. They should really do this for structure decks, make it much more better and nicer, right? Because I mean, Red Eye's Zombie Dragon, was used to be its boss monster. Now it's a common card. It kind of looks weird, but still a really cool design. Let's put them close next to each other. So yeah, they look very different, but at the same time you can see the resemblance that Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon has just become so much stronger now in this epic artwork, and then you got Red Eye Zombie Dragon. Really like it. The design is much more dynamic in the artwork of the drawing, so really effective. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like it if you enjoyed it and enjoyed this opening as much as I did, because I loved looking at these and opening these new zombie support cards. I mean, zombie is going to be really strong now. There's going to be lots of people buying 3 of these copies of this deck and building strong, really fun budget decks as well. And then as always, you guys have a great day, great night wherever you are, and this is Avault signing out.